All right. I want to be sure, Mr. Ejegba, you can hear me. You're one of the delegates in that particular exercise. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you very clearly, Mr. Jeffrey.
All right, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on the program. I think the basic point to begin is with the preparations ahead of that exercise. We've seen experiences of other political parties, so it's only natural that we ask, how prepared is the PDP tomorrow?
Well, for me, the PDP is the only democratic party we have in Nigeria and in Edo State. We are very, very prepared as an organized and disciplined party. We are prepared for the primaries that is coming up tomorrow. With 10 aspirants seeking the ticket of the PDP in Edo State. I'm sure that we'll come out with the best conducted primary in the annals of this country.
All right, Mr. Ejegba, I'm going to ask you questions that look very simplistic and almost naive. So I'm going to ask you this question based on what we've seen as outcomes of other parties. Where is the venue of this exercise going to take place? Who is the returning officer of this exercise?
The venue for tomorrow's primary is the Ogbe Hard Court in the stadium in Benin. It is clearly stated, and all the aspirants and the delegates are aware where the venue is. And the returning officer is the governor of Delta State.
That's Governor Sheriff Oborowore.
Very correct, sir.
Yeah, yes, I know. I wanted to put that on the record because, yeah, I'm sure you know where we're coming from. Now, there has been some rumbling in ahead of this particular exercise because there are speculations that there are plans to impose a candidate. You're one of those they call the super delegates because of your political pedigree. And this has caused some issues among some of the aspirants. Do you see this affecting how things will play out tomorrow?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, in Edo State, I have only seen one aspirant that has moved around the 192 wards and the 18 local government of the state. There are pretenders, those who say, I want to just be an aspirant for the sake of being called an aspirant. Only Aswa Igodalo has moved around the 18 local government of the state and the 192 wards.
Well, despite the fact that...
There is no intention by any person.
Go ahead. We're listening to you.
There is no intention by anybody.
Please go ahead.
From any quarter to impose any candidate on Edo State. In democracy, the majority will have their way, the minority will have their say. The important thing is that the exercise is going to be transparent, fair, and just. And at the end of the day, we'll come out with a candidate that we know will continue to take Edo to the next level.
And so when you say things like there is only one candidate, it sounds like playing into this, speculations about an already made decisions, if that is coming from you, because the NWC actually screened 10 candidates, whether or not they went across all the local governments and all the wards to contend. 10 aspirants, I beg your pardon. 10 aspirants for the exercise. Whether or not they went around to, campaign and all of that, that's a different kettle of fish. So are you seeing why people are worried about, the leaning of the party towards a particular candidate?
The party is not asking us to go for a particular person, but in the course of the electionary and reaching out to the delegates, in my local government, I'm from Onwa East local government, former local government chairman, executive chairman, former commissioner for local government, former commissioner for education, former deputy chief of staff. I have only seen one aspirant that has come to Onwa people to ask them for their votes. You do not sit down in your home and think that people will come and kill behind you. This is democracy. You try to be persuasive. You try to convince people to support you in your particular bid to be governor of Edo State. But if you sit down in the fortress of your home and think that the electorate will just go and vote for you, you are joking. It does not happen.
All right. So let me read out the name of all the aspirants. I know why I'm asking this question. The aspirants, There are 10 in number. the Deputy Governor, Mr. Philip Shabo, Aswe Godalo, Omoroge Ogbede Hama, Felix Akabwe, Anselm Ojezwa. We also have Omosade Igbinidion, Ato Esene, Martins Uhumoboy, Osaro Onaiwo, and Balogun Sunday. So you feel any of them, apart from Mr. Aswe, is not ready for this contest? Is that what you're saying? Why you call them pretenders?
Like I said earlier on, I'm from Onwa East. None of the other 9 aspirants have visited us to canvass for vote. And democracy doesn't go that way. Democracy is about reaching out to the people, selling what you have to the people, to the delegates.